Hello everyone and welcome to another training video. So in this video we're going to see how to fly the Bell 206 V3 JetRanger by Cowansim for Explain 11 and Explain 12. Of course I already have basic, intermediate and training videos if you are new to helicopter. Here I'm just going to be covering some specificities for the JetRanger. Now if you have doors installed, if you have the aft doors installed, you should not exceed 87 knots indicated airspeed. If you have the front doors off, you should not exceed 69 knots indicated airspeed. Okay, and then otherwise it's like flying any helicopter as far as you're not using the autopilot, and that's what we will be covering first. And then once we turn SAS on, here I'm gonna turn it off, because sometimes just check, sometimes when you start the helicopter, even if you don't turn this on, I don't know, sometimes it's on, and just to make sure everything is as required. So first we will fly a little bit without SAS on, and then we will turn SAS on and see how to operate the helicopter, and then we will be using some autopilot loads like the usual stuff, heading, altitude, etc. Okay, so now I will just increase RPM, fully open throttle, and then we will take off. Of course I've already covered the complete startup and shutdown procedure. Here it was just speeding up to get the video going. So now for takeoff, you just raise the collective, and here that's the torque percentage indicator. Okay, so here we are already at around 28% torque. Check that this is at 100%, and while you raise the collective, torque will increase. And this is a left power pedal helicopter, so when you raise the collective, you need to apply a left pedal. And at this point, in the simulator, you don't have to press the force trim release button. You just fly the helicopter as you would normally. And I will explain when to use the force trim in a simulator, okay, when appropriate. So here, just gonna raise my collective. Watching my torque indicator. Then once I lift off into hover, do a power check around 70% torque. Okay, and then I will just take off directly from here. Now you want to reach 40 knots as per the basic training before starting to climb, and you want to climb at an airspeed of around 52 knots. Of course, to keep the ball centered. It's the usual basic training exercises that you are doing here, except you are doing it in the JetRanger. Okay, so here, like I said, flying is just to turn left, push cyclic to the left, turn right, push cyclic to the right, then to climb, aft cyclic, and then forward cyclic, etc. as usual. Okay, so now let's level off. Okay, we're going to level off. As you can see here, SAS is off, indicated by the white light there. Okay, now if you want to trim the helicopter, usual trim buttons. Okay, just make sure SAS is off there. So for pitch and roll, you trim. Now I'm just gonna turn SAS on here, indicated now by the green light. Okay, now with SAS on, what I noticed with this helicopter is that it will keep it at a level altitude. Okay, so if you now don't press force trim, okay, it will return back to whatever altitude it was. Okay, now if you want to hand fly the helicopter, you press full trim, release, and now, as you can see, it was like you were doing before, like you were flying the helicopter before, except that now you keep the full trim release button pressed. But for example, if I want to keep this attitude, it doesn't. As soon as I let go of the full trim, it will kind of regain that sort of level of attitude. Okay, so I don't know if this is how the helicopter really behaves or not. But anyway, I don't fly with this mode. Okay, when hand flying, I fly with SAS off anyway, so I will turn SAS off. So here, white light, SAS off, and I will just be flying the helicopter. So when will I turn SAS on is when I want to use the heading hold, altitude hold, etc. So here I'm going to turn SAS on again. Of course I have key bindings, that's why you don't see me using my mouse. And there of course we have the heading bug here. Let's put it to 60 for example, and then if you turn heading mode on, it will turn and capture the heading, usual autopilot stuff, and now alt mode, it will capture the altitude. Okay, so now it's turning, and once it reaches 060, okay, it will hold this heading, and it will hold whatever altitude you keep. The usual autopilot stuff once again. I'm not gonna go into specificities, I already covered this in previous videos. But what I wanted to show you here is even if I press full trim release, here SAS does not turn off, and I can't control, I can't manually fly the helicopter. That's different from the other helicopters that I've flown so far, so once again, maybe the actual JetRanger does this, I don't know. But here know that if you want to hand fly the helicopter again, you need to deactivate any autopilot mode, and now if SAS is still on, press full trim release, and now you can fly the helicopter again, or as I would do, if I'm not going to use the autopilot again, I will turn SAS off, and now I don't need to press full trim release, I will just be and flying the helicopter. Okay, now let's turn SAS on again, go back to that heading and altitude hold, and once again now usual stuff, we will just be using the direct TVR. Once again, GPS I've already been using, so here let's put it to SA Okay, make sure this one is on GPS, and then press enter, enter again. Now we need to activate nav mode, and there you go. So there is the usual stuff. Okay, I just wanted to point out some of the specificities of the full stream, SAS mode only on, SAS mode and autopilot modes on, how the helicopter behaves, and their usual stuff here. 5.4 miles, we're going to reach there at around 4 minutes. So the usual stuff. So once again, I don't know, it's different from what I'm used to. Usually when you press full trim release, you can and fly the helicopter, then when you release it will catch up with whatever modes you set here, but in this helicopter, no. Okay, so now we are just going to proceed to Rendezvous Heliport, where we will be doing a normal approach and the landing. And once again, we remember If you don't have your float doors, do not exceed 69 knots indicated airspeed, and if you don't have the after doors, do not exceed 87 knots indicated airspeed. Of course, if you don't have any door, do not exceed 69 knots indicated airspeed. Okay? Always keep an eye on your gauges, make sure they are on the green. And of course, have a look at the motion warning panel here to see if anything lights up. Of course, if you want to get more in depth, there are charts that you can consult. So in-ground effect, out-of-ground effect, climb rate, all that kind of thing. Height velocity curve, also known as the dead man's curve. You can study all those charts. Okay, once again, since we are heading towards the airport anyway, if I deactivate here, now I press full stream release, I can fly the helicopter. Release full stream, it stabilizes again. With those modes on, even when I press full stream release, I still cannot control the helicopter. So now when I want to hand fly the helicopter fully, I will give them gauge autopilot and turn SAS off. Now I have full control of the helicopter. No need to press the full stream release. I'm just gonna land at the helicopter. Now, apart from that, if you want to know how to do flights, once again, as I said, there are already lots of training videos on my channel. Now, I'm not going to cover each and every exercise in all the different helicopters. If you understand how to do it in one helicopter, you just replicate it in another helicopter. So I've already explained DOR navigation, ILS approaches, and all. So it's the same thing, you just replicate it in the corresponding helicopter that you are flying. So here, same thing, basic training stuff, approach and landing, keeping the ball centered. Then just lower down on the helipad. So there you go. I will just put the throttle to idle. There you go. So just to recap, when you want to hand fly the helicopter, just make sure SAS here is off, then you will have that whitish light. And then you don't need to press the full stream release, you just move the cyclic according to what you want the helicopter to do. And if you want to use autopilot, you turn SAS on and then you choose your heading, HSI, whatever mode you want, heading, nav mode, alt, hold, as we just did. And remember, if you have SAS and autopilot modes off, pressing the trim release don't let you hand fly the helicopter. So what you should do then is turn off any autopilot mode, and if you want SAS to remain on, you press force trim and then you hand fly the helicopter, and then when you release force trim, the helicopter, as you saw, will kind of level off. Okay, and if you want to fully hand fly the helicopter as we did for this approach and landing, you just turn SAS off. Okay, so I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.